District Attorney Sandra Doorley. I already know your response to this Freedom of Information Law document. I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records, quote, the public employee payroll for the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. You, Sandra, will refuse. Not my business how much your public employees are paid at the Monroe County District Attorney's Office. You will refuse. Even though your entire existence is because of the taxpayers of the state of New York and Monroe County. So, excuse me, Sandra, can you say, well, as you know, my youngest son, Derek, could not be here because of an important fishing trip. That's language from a fictional whack job. You are a non-fictional whack job. I already know your response to this. Foil, District Attorney Sandra Doorley. I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records. Quote, documentation for the case of Christopher Chichester before John P. Lomenzo Jr. in Penfield Town Court. What is the name of the female prosecutor? What is the name of your public employee who stood at that podium without a sound, without a syllable, without saying anything? And I go to jail. What's her name, Sandra Doorley? You will refuse. If you told me her name, that's your confession that she participated in this abridgment of my civil and constitutional rights. Excuse me, Sandra, can you say, because I bumped into him and all I had on me was a samurai sword, and you're not going to really get Randy Jackson's autograph, right? That's language from a fictional whack job. You are a non-fictional whack job. I already know your response, Sheriff Stooge Baxter, to this Freedom of Information Law document here, right here. Foil, law is the key word. Quote, I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records, public employee payroll from Monroe County Sheriff's Office. You will refuse. So, excuse me, Todd, can you say, hey man, did you touch my drum set? It's just weird because it seems like someone definitely touched my drum set. That's because you fucking touched my drum set because cops doesn't start until 4. That is language from a fictional whack job. You are a non-fictional whack job. I already know your response, non-fictional whack job, Sheriff Baxter. I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records. Quote, the cost of taxpayers for photography session approved by Monroe County Sheriff Todd Baxter to photograph 10 public employees underwater in a pool. You got your 10 whack jobs in that pool. I've showed you the photograph many, many times. And you're going to refuse to comply with this foil because you don't want anybody to know that you spent taxpayers to take a picture of your public employees in that pool. So, excuse me, Sheriff Baxter, can you say, suppose Nancy sees me coming out of the shower and decides to come on to me. I'm looking good, got a luscious V of hair going through my chest, pushing down to my ball throw. She takes one look at me and goes, oh my God, I've had the old bull. I want the young pup. And she grabs me by the wiener. That is language from a fictional whack job. You are a non-fictional whack job. I already know your response, Todd the fascist stooge, to this foil here. I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records, the names, quote, the names and charges of every inmate at Monroe County Jail from January 1, 2018 to December 31, 2018. There it is right there. That jail's a public facility. I want to know who's there. I demand to know who's there. I want the name, the charge. It's that simple. So, excuse me, Sheriff Baxter, can you say I am the VP of the biggest executive helicopter leasing company on the Western Seaboard, okay? I haven't had a carb since 2004. Check these out. That is language from a fictional whack job. You are a non-fictional whack job. I already know your response to this foil here, Sheriff Stooge Baxter. Quote, I hereby apply to inspect, obtain a copy of the following records. The cost for a trip to Atlanta, Georgia for a hotel and boarding for Monroe County Sheriff employee Ryan Fisher to attend the Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia with his canine dog Lola on February 3rd, 2019. Why did you send your public employee Ryan Fisher to the Super Bowl out of state in Atlanta. Todd the fascist stooge. Why did you do that? Huh? Tell me. Tell me. And you won't. You don't want anybody to know that you spent money on a plane ticket for Ryan Fisher to fly to Atlanta. You don't want anybody to know that you spent money for a hotel for Ryan Fisher in Atlanta, Georgia. You don't want anybody to know that you spent money for the care of his dog, Lola. What is wrong with you, Sheriff Todd Baxter? It is astounding corruption and incompetence that you sent Ryan Fisher to Atlanta, Georgia for the Super Bowl with his dog. And you put a picture of him on your Facebook page. He's there in his uniform. What is he doing 1,000+ miles away? Answer that question. Defend it. This is your employee. You won't utter a sound, a syllable, anything. I already know your response to this one, and this is my favorite. This is your lunatic fringe descent on my life. This is your expenditure of taxpayer dollars to see if I walk through a parking lot. I've walked through 4,000 times, and I'm the only one in New York State that will be arrested for walking through that parking lot. I'm the only one whose civil and constitutional rights will be abridged for walking through that parking lot. Every New Yorker in the state can walk through that parking lot except me. Where's my 14th Amendment right to equal protection of laws? Quote, I hereby apply to inspect, obtain, and copy following records. The cost of surveillance device purchase of taxpayer dollars. Honorable County Sheriff Todd Baxter affixed to a building at 2025 Penfield Road to monitor Christopher Chichester at 26 Anderson Farm Drive. Walk through the parking lot next to the building. So, your device. You bought it. You paid for it. There's no doubt about that. You can't deny it. You will deny it. You'll lie about it, I should say. You will deny it. And there it is right there. That's it. You can't deny it. That's it. That's a picture of it. So, why do you think you exist in Monroe County? How do you think you exist in Monroe County? It's not because of private money. It's not venture capital. It's because of the taxpayers of Monroe County. And in your nauseating, corrupt, vile existence, you don't want a single person in Monroe County to know what you pay the public employees at the Monroe County Sheriff's Office and Monroe County District Attorney's Office. Because you, Todd Baxter, are above the law. Because you, Sandra Doorley, are above the law. I am relentless. You will hear from me relentlessly from now until Election Day. And then you will continue to hear from me relentlessly. And you both require the attention of the New York State Legislature in the form of a Moreland Act Commission.